Hello, my dear students, all the viewers and listeners, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Muhammad Zahidul Islam Khan, pulmonologist and internist, assistant professor, medicine department, Sherbangla Medical College, Borishal, Bangladesh. Today I am in front of you with the subject palliative care. Palliative care is the total care of a patient with advanced disease or progressive disease which is fatal in time, like cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, intractable congestive heart failure. The aim of palliative care is to control symptoms and increase the quality of life. In cancer patient or in other advanced disease, the function of the organ decreases in time and then organ failure occurs and then death occurs. In palliative phase, the presenting problems are pain, nausea and vomiting, respiratory distress, cough, anxiety, depression, gastric obstruction, etc. Pain can be typed into nociceptive and neuropathic pain. Nociceptive pains are due to direct stimulation by noxious matters like burn, trauma, etc. Noxious stimulation to nerve causes nociceptive pain. And in neuropathic pain, it is due to damage of nerve. Neuropathic pain is recognized by the symptoms like allodynia, that is increased pain due to non-painful stimulus. That is, allodynia is called when there is pain due to non-painful stimulus. Hyperalgesia is called when there is increased response to pain due to painful stimulus. In neuropathic pain, there is burning sensation, tingling, numbness. There may be neurological deficit or sensory loss. There may be dysesthesia in neuropathic pain, that is abnormal perception neuropathic pain can be managed by gabapentin, pregabalin, duloxetine, ketamine. There may be bony pain which is recognized by tenderness over bone. There may be pathological fracture. In bony pain, we use bisphosphonate, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Or opioids. If there is increased intracranial pressure, then we use glucocorticoids. In some incidental pain or incident pain, that is pain on movement, we use drug accordingly. In liver capsule pain, there may be upper abdominal tenderness, liver may be tender or enlarged, tender and enlarged. In liver capsule pain, we used corticosteroid. There is an approach of pain management, that is stepwise management, that is we can use in mild pain non-opioids plus adjuvant. If pain is then not relieved by these non-opioids and adjuvant, then we use in moderate to severe pain opioids plus non-opioids plus adjuvants. Non-opioids are paracetamol, NSAIDs. Weak opioids are codeine, and strong opioids are intermediate released morphine. Intermediate release morphine can be used orally. It acts within 20 minutes and its action lasts for 4 hours. So intermediate release oral morphine is used 4 hourly. Adjuvant drugs are NSAIDs, anticonvulsant, gabapentin, pregabalin, amitriptyline, steroid, etc. All of these are pharmacological approach for pain management. There may be non-pharmacological approach like acupuncture. In acupuncture, endogenous morphine is released. Transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation is another non-pharmacological approach. Herbal medicine and homeopathics are risks for patient because they have many side effects. In non-pharmacological approach, we can use various relaxation technique and behavioral therapy. These are the managements of pain in palliative phase of an advanced stage of patient with progressive disease. When there is nausea and vomiting, we differentiate the cause. If there is vomiting due to increased intracranial pressure, then vomiting is particularly in morning. If there is vomiting due to gastrointestinal obstruction, there is a large volume vomiting without nausea, and if there is a metabolic cause or due to drug, vomiting is less or absent, but nausea is constant. So we should differentiate the cause of vomiting and nausea, then we treat accordingly. If there is breathlessness, then we identify the cause of breathlessness. When there is differentiation, then accordingly patient is treated. If cough is not suppressed or the response is less, then we can use antitussive or steroid. In breathlessness, we should consider the psychological part. There may be panic cycle of breathlessness. Then we can use benzodiazepam, and reassurance should be given to the patient and his or her family. If there is gastric outlet, if there is gastric obstruction, then we do the symptomatic relief. We can use for vomiting metoclopramide, but it increases the gastric motility. There is some evidence that use of a small dose of steroid can relieve the colic of gastric obstruction. In anxiety and depression, we can use amitriptyline. Reassurance should be given. These are the total care in palliative phase of a patient with advanced disease. The aim is to control the symptoms and increase the quality of life and to help the family for preparing them the inevitable event of the disease. Some families do not choose that the inevitable event is discussed to them or to the patient, and some are like, and some like to discuss with them the eventual event of the patient. In UK and Europe, preparing the patient for dying is legal, but it is still illegal in some countries. Thank you very much. If you do not subscribe my channel yet, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get a new video from me later. Thank you very much.